Hi guys, and welcome to my domain. So, here I was, thinking that I was not going to be making a YouTube video today. Thinking, oh, hey, I can go get some work done. I need to go fill out some stuff for my internship. You know, things that are pretty important. But, hey, this thing I'm also covering is also kind of important because I don't even want to call this drama necessarily. I want to call this like a PSA. And I want to be mostly serious on this. Like, it's just, there are just some things in here that are going to be a little bit hard for me to be like fully serious about because of the context they were written in. But I do want to note that this is a serious topic, and Kodomodachi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but in any case, I just want to let you know, you probably need to get off the internet. You need to stay away from minors. You need to just back off and go get some help. I'm just going to say that like right up front because this is something that I don't usually cover, like drama related stuff. And again, I hate to call this drama, but I don't know what else to really call it besides that or a PSA. And I don't necessarily cover this stuff because I don't want my content just to be around that. I'm no Bo Blacks. I'm not going to be a Keemstar out here. You know, that's just not my channel. Obviously, my channel is a gaming channel. I'm not doing that. Like, if I wanted to do that, I would create a whole separate channel, right? But there comes a time where you feel like it's necessary for you to say something because you're either A, worried about the safety of other people, B, worried about the safety of an individual, or C, you feel like something has to be said because if you don't, then attention is not going to be brought to the subject and people are not going to know otherwise. So I feel like it's kind of a combination of all three why I'm making this video. And to say that this has been a little bit of a rabbit hole that I dug myself into it would be pretty much correct, because while I don't have, I would say, all the puzzle pieces together, and I will not be like trying to guess anything outside of what I know, what I do know is pretty chaotic. And I'm gonna be just very straight up with y'all, very matter of fact in this. Everything that I say has either been written by somebody or has been posted by somebody. Anything else that I say is an allegation and might or might not be true. Obviously, I'll know I have to cover all my bases, so I'm just saying that whatever I say in this video, I am strictly going off of what is being written, and that anything else that I say maybe outside of it is my own opinion and is not fact. So I just want to get that straight out there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just dive into it then. As I know, this is also another reason why I wanted to cover this, because I do play Friday Night Funkin', right? I love the game to death. What a great game, right? And as I know, a lot of people have come forward to make mods for it, which has been superb. A lot of the mods have been pretty awesome. Like, honestly, awesome mods so far. But we're not here to be talking about the mods. We're here to talk about a modder. So this individual named Kodomodachi is someone who made mods for the game. Now, they made like some like really sussy kind of weird mods. Like one I'll show you is like the Made Pico, Nico, Pico, weird, whatever crap, you know. And I just thought, I think I got recommended because I've been watching a lot of mods. You know, I'm trying to find different mods I can potentially play on the channel. So I'm bound to come across some weird things here and there. But it was a funny looking mod, and I had a good laugh at it. I was like, oh, haha, funny. So what YouTube does, though, is once you view someone's video, you also get to see their community post. And after, I guess, viewing one of Kodomodachi, I keep mispronouncing it, but, you know, I digress. Once you view someone's video, you get a lot of their community posts from time to time. Sometimes, not all YouTubers, but like, if you've watched somebody's videos well enough, if you watched it, you know, to the end or whatever, I feel like that's when YouTube starts really pushing out the community posts to you. So here I am, just going through YouTube. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm trying not to joke. Here I am, just looking through YouTube, trying to, just watch some YouTube before I try and get my stuff done. And today, as a matter of fact, this post was made an hour ago. I'm just gonna pop it on screen for y'all. And I will go ahead and just read off what I can. I don't know if I'm gonna read the whole thing, but let's just get into it. Hey everyone, I will clear the air once and for all about the drama. Starting off with why I deleted all those posts. So I guess I do want to make a little statement here real quick. Kodomodachi was making these very weird cryptic posts. I found it very attention seeking, and so I just didn't say anything because they were like commenting back and forth with some of the people and being like, oh yes, being depressed really does mean this, and we as humans express depression in a different manner of ways. It didn't exactly go like that, but that was basically the gist of it, right? So they were making a lot of these posts, and they use this character a lot, which is like boyfriend, but not boyfriend necessarily. And they kept putting them in a lot of posts, and so those posts have been deleted. I don't have access to them, but there was a lot of those posts, and you could tell, like, okay, so something's up. Like, this person's being very dramatic, and I don't know, something's weird here. So anyways, let me continue forward with this. Why I delete all those posts is that I don't want to make any more drama that I've caused, and nobody should deserve to read the crappy stuff I've wrote. I did engage in a relationship with a 13-year-old despite being 18. So, Kodomodachi, you just admitted you were dating a minor. Okay, and I believe yes, this is a she, for y'all don't know. I believe she is in Brazil. So, the age of consent in Brazil is 14. Now, I'm not going to get into, like, legal and ethical terms, but just also because something's legal doesn't mean it's right. Just my 2 cents out there. But in any case, this 13-year-old was also, I believe, outside of Brazil. So even if we're talking about very, very matter of fact, you can't really be in a relationship with a 13-year-old, even online like that. That's still very just sus in general, and we don't know what's going behind the scenes. I'm not going to say that they were sharing pictures, that they were doing anything, because I don't know what they were doing behind the scenes. I really don't. So I'm not gonna throw that accusation out there. But what I will say is we just don't know what y'all were also doing behind the scenes as well. So that's already really bad in itself that, you're 18, all right, and you're dating a 13-year-old. Because let me put it this way. I am a 21-year-old, and even though I can date someone who's 18, I can tell you that sometimes people who are 18, you can tell that there is a maturity difference between someone who is a senior in high school to someone in college. All right, there are maturity differences, and I find myself not even necessarily attracted to someone that young. Still, I say young, I sound so old, but that young, because I feel like the maturity is just not compatible, So I can only imagine what it's like for an 18-year-old to think, date a 13-year-old. It's almost like when a, senior is dating someone who's a freshman. Though, I think at that time, I don't know, I think a freshman might be like 14 years old. So that might be like even in 8th grade type stuff. So we can see that there's a difference in maturity here, right? And I'm not going to go further too much into ethics. Obviously, y'all know what I think is wrong. I think this is wrong. So I'm just going to continue reading this forward. And that was really naive of me. I did not think about how wrong it was to love someone of that young age, even though I had no bad intention. Reading what I posted, man, I am sorry I disappointed everyone. I read every message about the drama and I will seek help. I really need help, actually. I'm sorry for bringing you all in a situation like this. I was just genuinely depressed. I feel anxious and depressed. I feel like that's always kind of a cop-out. Anxious, depressed, and a bit mad, which is why I treated everyone, including nice persons who were with me, with bad manners. I really can't believe I did that after I promised myself to be respectful to everyone. Now I see how I treated you guys. I treat everyone bad, and you guys aren't even bad. I appreciate the fact some of you will stick with me after all the crap that happened, but others who don't, it's all good. I'm sorry. I wish I could just go back in time and just tell myself, no, you can't love this person. He's 13. I don't care what the story. You don't do that. But it's too late now. I know that. Thank you guys for bringing me to this community. I've learned so much and will cherish those lessons. Goodbye, friends. We will have a good rest. So, you know, it's kind of the usual cop-out of like, oh, I'm sorry I did wrong. I was depressed. I'm sorry. I'm blaming all my depression. You know, that's kind of the usual cop-out that I see like a lot of YouTubers and just content creators use in general about this. But I'm sorry. What really kills me is the next little snippet that I intentionally left off right there. Because at that point, I mean, you know, they just admitted that they were dating a 13-year-old. Relatively speaking, I guess you could say this post was a little bit more mature than what it could have been, but no, just let me just read forward onto that. Oh, also, if you have suggestions on how I can improve and what else I can do, what else can I do, please tell me, but please don't troll or say some mean things like kill yourself or something. I'm here to take a new page and you guys are a great help. And there's him being Goku and drama being so to be honest, I don't know if he's asking for suggestions on how he can improve himself internally, like how to not be a pedo, or if if she's asking like what other content she can do instead of Friday Night Funkin', because if you didn't notice, they have a Phoenix Wright profile picture, and I'm pretty sure that means that they're going to be trying to change their content here soon. So that's very interesting to me. So, as I can tell, this is a very interesting situation. And what I will say is the comment section for this community post is a bit disturbing, but not as disturbing as y'all think it is, because y'all could be like, oh my god, this person has a lot of pedo apologists. Like, oh my god, they're saying that she's it's okay, come back. The thing that y'all have to understand is that most of those are also minors, and that's actually the bad part here, because I'm not going to be trying to accuse Kodo of saying that they're trying to prey on different kinds of children, but we know that the intent can potentially be there. So Kodo does have access to a lot of minors, right? And in this post, again, a lot of these people are like, oh, you did nothing wrong, it's fine, come back. You know, screw cancel culture, the usual spouting that you would think you would hear. But again, from the etiquette of the writing in these community posts, it's almost pretty obvious that we are dealing with a lot of minors here, okay? And a lot of them are probably just saying that because they don't understand the gravity of the situation and the magnitude of what Kodo can potentially be in trouble in. Now, are they probably getting into trouble? No. If James Charles is not going to get in that much trouble, Kodo is not going to get in that much trouble, right? I highly doubt it. But in any case, you know, it's very weird to see just that. How many people were in the comment section like, you know, it's fine. So I was going through these community posts as well, or the community comment posts as well. And I was looking and I saw that there was actually a little bit more to the story than just this. I mean, obviously there had to be. I mean, Kodo was talking about all the crap that they pulled beforehand, right? So I'm looking back and I see that Kodo actually had a Discord server and is active on Twitter. So I'm like, okay. So we probably should go check that out and see what's going on over there. And lo and behold, Kodo does have a Twitter account, right? And they made a very, very similar post to the one that they made to the community post. Actually, if not fairly similar to what they were saying. And they just basically go on about like, oh, you know, the same thing, I treated y'all bad. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And I feel like it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure people were like telling them, go to the police, that's a suggestion for you. Go to therapy, that's a suggestion for you. Get off the internet. You know, I all of those can be fairly valid suggestions. But at the very least, Kodo, I definitely do encourage you to get off the internet at the very least. I don't think at this point it's healthy for any of the people that you've interacted with for you to stay on the internet. So Twitter didn't take too kindly to Kodomodachi's tweets, actually, compared to the YouTube community post, which is not surprising. I feel like Twitter has a little bit more of an older fan base. So Twitter, like I said, didn't take too kindly to Kodo and basically trashed her and was saying like, no, you're not gonna, no, you're not gonna get away with that easy, you know. And I actually found a lot of posts talking about the Discord server as well and saying just exactly what happened and why, you know, crap was hitting the fan. First of all, there was actually this user named PG323 who posted some of the deleted posts that Kodo made that kind of, I guess you could say, were the origin of this whole story that was going on. So if we look at the post that PG323 shows us, we can see the posts that Kodo was making and what she was saying about the whole event. So Kodo was posting this in their Discord server, and I'm assuming that this is one of the reasons why the Discord server potentially got deleted, was because of this. So let me just show y'all a post that she made, and let me go ahead and just read it out because this is very, very interesting. Anyway, the person I am trying to date has absolute consent about it, and we both search for legal terms. And in his country, the age of consent for sexual activity, I like how it's emphasis on sexual activity, is 18. But it is not illegal to date without sexual activity. I also like the fact that they put like the little Google thing right there that in Argentina that it's 18 years or older. Let me just make that very clear. It's 18 years or older. And it's very interesting that they're pretty much trying to justify the act of dating a minor because at least they didn't have sex, right? At least they didn't go that far. So anyways, I have no desire for that, and everyone is just saying that I'm dating a child and they aren't saying what I could possibly do to this child. Kodo, that's just sus. And I know I keep throwing that out there, but I don't know what else to say. That's just a very sus thing to say. Like, I know where you're trying to word that, girl, but no. Just no. I take the full responsibility and delicacy to help this child develop in life like a big sister or parent with his parents. But if his parents aren't being a good example, I will be. And I will make him learn that a healthy relationship is a good friendship. It's not about sex and stuff. It's about human values, rights, and stories. I don't even know what to say to that part. I mean, I take the full responsibility and delicacy to help this child develop in life. Kodo, that sounds like you got like a mommy son complex fetish going on there. I'm not gonna lie with you, or a sister or a stepsister. What are you doing? Kind of complex there. Okay, that does not sound healthy. All right, it does not sound healthy for you to treating someone, first of all, that you're dating like you're a parent or a big sister. And doesn't also help the fact that this is a minor who you shouldn't be dating in the first place. But anyways, let's continue reading this little thing, shall we? I am a demisexual and I guess asexual. Now, that's just very interesting to be, someone who... Anyways, but I would never take advantage of him and neither let him take advantage of myself. If he does something wrong, I will lecture him to be better. And if it's really needed, I will break up in the most passive way for him and still be friends. Because in all honesty, we just care about the friendship we have now. And it doesn't need to have romance in it to be a relationship. Kodo, that's kind of the idea of being in a relationship. Yes, relationships don't have to be sexual, but relationships are still romantic at its core. You can't be in a girlfriend boyfriend type situation without some romance being there. Like, that's just not a thing. You can't just slap butter on bread and not toast it and then call it toast. Like, there's just you can't just put a band-aid on an open gash wound that's like covered from your shoulder to your arm and then say, "'Tis but a minor flesh wound," right? So what I'm trying to say is, you know what you were getting yourself into, though, okay, Kodo? Like, let's not act any other way, like there's anything else going on. But anyways, as far as I have learned about him, he's going through a mysterious part he can't remember, and so far, I'm being their only cope. It's because they're a teenager, they're going through some things, they're going through some emotional and biological change, like all 13-year-olds go through, and I want to help them resolve their past too, even though they don't know it yet. This person is chill and provides the care and attention I need, a little selfish, as I provide the same. And the care I provide are the values I teach them and the protection I give against bad people. It sounds almost like a fanfic. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds kind of like very fanficky. And I don't know, I'm sorry. Anyways, so let me go ahead, and before I give fully my other criticisms on this, because I have quite a few, let's just look over the other post real quick. So Kodo does actually respond to this and says, "Here lies my responsibility that I tried making with the person I tried to date. Now we broke up for good. Thank you for reading. I really thought the community would be a bit more sensitive and ask themselves why I was with them in the first place. But yeah, sucks. Yeah, it really must be suck. Really must suck." Anyways, that's also a deleted tweet. And then finally, the final like nail in the coffin, I believe, is this tweet right here, where it says, "Hello followers, everyone has been going through the ruckus, people spreading rumor about the pedophilia thing. Let me tell you that dating a 13-year-old is legal, only if you don't do sexual stuff. And pedophilia is a disorder. I don't have that." Boy, there is a lot to unpackage here. So first and foremost, Kodo, I'm gonna be speaking to you directly and just say, I feel like you have a disattachment from reality. I feel like you're not understanding the gravity of the situation, of what's going on. I feel like you're kind of in a la-la land right now. That you're in fanfic land right now. Okay, let me be perfectly clear. You are not in anime world, Kodo. This is real life, okay? You cannot be doing things with someone who is under 18. Now, I know maybe where you're at in Brazil is different, but also where we can see it, just speaking matter of fact, where we can see from Argentina, that is completely different, right? Argentina seems to be very strictly 18 in that sense. And I know it also said, just don't have sexual activity with anyone who's under 13, right? But it is still ethically, regardless of what we're thinking, is not right, okay? Because the maturity gap between you and that minor is pretty big. You know, it's pretty big, okay? You're supposed to be more mature than this 13-year-old, and now, also because of you, this 13-year-old is probably going to get pelted, and that's why I have not said anything regarding to their name or anything, you know. The only thing that we know of this individual is that they're in Argentina, right? But I'm not going to be talking about anything else past that because they don't deserve the hate, all right? They were younger, impressionable teenagers, or an impressionable teenager, right? So let me just be very clear with that, Kodo. You are in the wrong here, regardless of whatever you're thinking, regardless of whatever the law says too. Ethically, this was not right. You need to take better responsibility for yourself and just get off the internet, delete your social medias, because let me tell you, hellfire will come upon you, right, from the internet once this word really and truly gets out. Now, some of you are going to be saying, well, aren't you getting the word out? Yes. And that's not because I want to even necessarily bully Kodo. This is for awareness for a situation like this that is going on under people's noses, and for some people who think that this is okay, this is not okay, okay? We should not be accepting this. This is not something in society that we should be, like, you know, kindly, and no. This is something we have to be pretty firm about, All right. And I feel like a lot of this is just coming from children who are saying that this is okay what you're doing. We forgive you, because someone who's a YouTuber and is speaking from experience, I did not want children on my channel. Okay? I legit was just not ever asking for it. And I'm sorry to my younger audience members out there, but there's an obvious age, mature difference here, and I feel weird whenever I want to try to make adultish jokes and know that there can be like children or whatever on my stream. So I try to refrain myself, but at the same time, when I'm laughing with my other friends who are of the age with me, sometimes just sometimes I say, something that's a little bit out there that's more mature, and then I'm like, oh crap, I know someone here is younger, I should have not said that, right? So I try and do everything in my power now, because this is a responsibility now that I have. So I want to try and still be, careful around what I say around people who are that young, right? And Kodo, you and I both know, right, that Friday Night Funkin' tends to, people who are younger tend to watch that kind of content. And it's just the truth. Now, I'm not saying that's only younger people. Obviously, there are people who are 18 and over who still like Friday Night Funkin', right? Usually in the 20s range. But still, we both fully well know that Friday Night Funkin' can bring minors into the situation. So that, first of all, most of these people that are, saying that they accept your apology are people who are young and don't understand the repercussions of what's going on here. And second of all, you also know that given your situation, that you were dating a 13-year-old and that you can get in trouble for it, at least internet standard wise, probably the best approach is to not be like, thinking that making Friday Night Funkin' content like that was not going to be attracting minors to your page, which just makes the situation look a little bit, worse. And again, I know I'm not saying that you had the intent of it, but you and I both know full well that the content at this point, day and age, can bring minors onto your channel. It's just a thing. Now, I understand if you like the content, I love the content, and regardless, I'm going to be playing it because I just like it. But given your history right now, given what you just posted about today, come on now, girl. Come on. Let's be a little bit more rational here. And all I want to say at this point is this is something that we should not become more accepting of. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I accept their apology. I don't. Because at the end of the day, you just need to get off the internet. You need to go get some help. Because let's put it this way, Kodo. Had you not been found out, you would have probably been still dating that boy, correct? Who knows what that could have led to. All right, this is what we call grooming. All right, this is what we call grooming. Because even if, let's just say down the line, 5 years later, right? 5 years later, when this person is actually 18 years and is at the age of consent, just all around, you would have still been interacting with them as a minor, kind of coaching them up into the person that you wanted them to be, coaching them up into, the relationship that you wanted, right? That is what's called grooming, all right? And we cannot be supporting that, Kodo. We cannot. So, my advice, please, just delete your social media. That's all I have to say. Well, that's it, guys. This was kind of a weird topic to cover, and I certainly did not find any really enjoyment covering this, but I felt it was necessary because this is something that just came out today, and we need to make sure that we keep minors safe, regardless. Do I think Kodo can be a full-on predator? I don't know. I'm not going to make that accusation. But what I will say is, if someone is capable of dating a 13-year-old once, there is no other reason for me to believe otherwise that she could not date another younger person, So, again, I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but we'll see as more information comes out. This is not supposed to be a hate video, so regardless of what just happened today, please do not send hate towards this person. Do not send hate, especially towards a minor. Do not send hate to anybody. that was even mentioned in this video, okay? Because I want y'all to know that, again, this video is solely made for the reason of me informing, not for hate, bashing, not for, you know, mob mentality to go after some people. I do not want that. I do not want that at all. So please do not do that. That said, though, guys, if y'all want to have further discussion in the comments, we can. But I'm going to end the video off here because I feel like I've been ranting on the subject for a good minute. So with that said, guys, I will see all of y'all in the next video or stream. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.